All right, so this is a deck we've played once before. It went really well against the more controlling and mid-range decks. It went kind of poorly against the combo decks, so we'll see how that goes this league. The combo in this deck involves the card Painter Servant, making all of our cards green. And when all of our cards are green, Woodland Bellower can get any non-legendary creature out of our deck that costs 3 or less. So Bellower gets Phantasmal Image, copies Bellower, gets Phantasmal Image, copies Bellower, gets Phantasmal Image, copies Bellower. We end up with 5 6/5s in play. And then the last Bellower gets Hellraiser Goblin to give them all haste to make them attack. Yes, it's adorable. We've got like a ramp Eternal Command backup plan with Aether Vial, Eternal Witness, and Cryptic Command. We got some Sakura-Tribe Elder, some Search for Tomorrows. I think we 3-2'd with this last time, or 2-3. We won a surprising number of matches. So we'll see how the run back goes here. Does anyone think WotC new Ixalan Rivals would suck considered it came out and would eventually be awesome? Or do they just get lucky? Well, I mean, I'm hoping against hope that the reason why the standard format is good is because the play design team was able to impact it. This current standard format, they did have a design change philosophy at Wizards of the Coast, and they implemented a new team to help make Constructed better consistently. Would Mirror Image be worth running? No, I don't think so. What does that do for us, Nivik? Like, what does it solve? You appear to have a boot next to your name, Oliver, which means you're somewhere between 3 and 6 months. This hand do? The Hellraiser Goblin in the opener is kind of like a mulligan. Stick a do-over. Sure. I'm gonna bottom that. Eternal Witness can pick a fetch land back up, so we have like 4 lands kind of guaranteed. What happened to MTGO card prices? So it's funny that so many people have asked that. So in a previous lifetime far, far away that's so far gone we can barely remember, when Standard was consistently good, whenever rotation happened or a new set released, Modern and Legacy prices on Magic Online would always drop because people would sell all of their extra Modern and Legacy cards to buy into the new Standard format that was good. So, nope, I did not update the Stream Decker. Thank you for the reminder. So what we're currently experiencing is not abnormal. It's very likely not because of Arena. It's just because people finally sold out of all their extra Eternal format staples because they wanted to play Standard because Standard is awesome. We're not playing Arena right now because I played both Modern and Standard on this stream, and we can't play Modern on Arena. If you go on my website, you can find my schedule on there, and it lists what formats I play on which days. I'm not sure how we ever beat a thing in the ice, but we'll see. We'll see. So my deck queue has both Modern and Standard decks in it, and my Modern queue has a bunch of decks that have a lot of points in them. So need to work through those. No, I literally just updated the Stream Decker, so it's correct now, but it wasn't correct a second ago. Man, we are super dead. Instead of Phantasmal getting fetched by Bellower, it's the same thing but doesn't have. Oh, you're talking about the 3-mana self-clone. I think Phantasmal Image being cheaper is more relevant. No, it just doesn't flip. Clones don't have a backside of their card. So Garrick ends the game because he has a state-based action trigger that triggers over and over and over again. Garrick doesn't end the game because he's trying to flip but can't. Garrick ends the game because he tries to flip, and then when he doesn't flip, he tries to flip again constantly. I assume we're just too slow here. Like Lightning Bolts and Abrade don't kill their things. Is he on the front page or something? He said he was expecting a viewer boost, so he must have done something or set something up for that to happen. He's on MTG Goldfish. What does that mean? With my 3-month resub, can I only bump decks in the queue or can I submit a deck? Details on how my deck submission process is here. I look at a card and can you link me a page, Psycho? I'm not sure what you mean. I didn't realize Goldfish started integrating stream stuff. That's neat if they did. If, like, just in, like, their ad column. Well, I guess I'd probably need to disable my ad blocker. No, I don't see him on there. Weird. Someone responded to my tweet saying that Watsy was doing a promotion for his stream. So, I guess I witnessed and picked back up Sakura-Tribe Elder. That's sweet. Good for him. That's good. Things that are good for Magic are good for everyone. Magic adjacent. My opponent just asked in chat if I was playing Escape Shift. Cannot confirm not Escape Shift. We do look like Escape Shift, to be fair. It is an incredibly fair assessment of what's currently going on. So I'm gonna push this up, but in response to the trigger here, I'm gonna put this other Sakura-Tribe Elder in. So I just pass here. Flip the device to kill us. It will be incredibly sad. Temur Escape Shift was a lifestyle, it really was. Yes, yeah. So once the thing in the ice flips over, our Phantasmal Image will be able to copy the 7/8, which is nice. If I just start streaming, or if modern numbers really sank this low. My modern numbers are low, but not quite this low. I've been up for a little while. The fact that I'm streaming and there's a Grand Prix and an Open going on really hurts my numbers. But yeah, modern pretty consistently has about two-thirds or less the number of viewers that Standard does. Listen, to everybody saying there's Standard and a Grand Prix going on, here's Nox streaming Arena at 26,000 viewers. Here's the Grand Prix at 11,000 viewers, and here's the SCG Tour at 3,000 viewers. So I don't want to hear it. They're currently running some kind of promotion right now with Nox that's spiking his viewer count. Yeah, I agree. A lot of the reason why I often don't stream while events are going on is because a lot of my audience has been built up from playing Magic tournaments. So like when Magic tournaments are going on, a lot of my normal audience is watching those. Whereas like Nox is someone who built up a majority of his audience not playing. Like his audience comes from a different pool of people basically. So like when there's Magic tournaments going on, they're less inclined, or they're more inclined to still be watching him. I'm actually just dead, right? Just gonna like flip these things and kill me. I'm not saying my audience is good at Magic. I'm saying my audience has a Magic background. Like, being more inclined to watch a Magic tournament doesn't make you better at Magic. That's a silly idea. Yeah, maybe there was merit to keeping Vial on 3. I don't know. We're pretty dumpstered regardless of what we were doing there, I think. If watching Magic made me better, I'd be as good as Seth Banfield, right? That's exactly what I said. Got me. I don't want to be in charge of anything, Nivik. They probably don't pay people that do those things enough. Lord knows the amount of money I'd need to live in Seattle is not anything they're willing to pay. You'd have to pay me an unholy sum of money to be willing to live in the Seattle area. How expensive it is to live out there. And Christy and I have been looking at houses recently, and like it's reminded me just like how cheap housing is where I live. The cornfields are great. You get just like infinite space. Good lot sizes for just like very little money. I mean, I don't think these matchups are really unlucky. This is what Modern is. Modern's a bunch of decks that are very aggressive, and like this deck's probably not very good against decks that are very aggressive. Burn, baby, burn. Do 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 be do do do. One main deck Baloth. Do 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 do. Be do 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 do. Bought a house in Peoria area for less than 20,000. You're probably not going to get anything very nice for less than 20,000. When I said cheap, I meant like, you know, the like 200 grand or 300 grand goes an infinitely long way. What if I picked my Obstinate Baloth back up, opponent? How would that make you feel, opponent, if I picked my Obstinate Baloth back up? Would it make you feel things on the inside? If they don't kill the Painter Servant, we combo kill them next turn. We fetch a land, we Pact for our Bellower, and then combo them. Green, the color of envy. Look at that. Didn't even have to show them our super secret sauce, chat. They were just dead to the Baloth. So what's the combo? I mean, the combo should be very obvious. Duh. Did you just look at my deck and see my very obvious combo? Like 250,000 where I live in Central Illinois gets you like a 4,000 square foot house. We actually looked at a place that was listed at like 280 that was like over 5,000 square feet, and Christy and I like got out of looking at the house. They're just like, this place is too big. 5,000 square feet is absurd. I think I actually trim a couple Bellowers here. I might trim, maybe the Aether Vials don't do much. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Do this. I'm gonna do this. It's a lot of square feet. The house was so large, it had 2 thermostats in it, just so you could like temperature control the areas separately. As someone who lives on the computer, I actually want less yard outside. One of the things I don't like about our current house is we have too much space. It's too much upkeep for me. Just like the amount of time I have to spend doing work outside is not ideal. And we just don't use it enough. You nerds making me log into my phone app to comment on Les Mis. Classic Scrybug. I think I'm supposed to fetch Stomping Ground here and suspend this. It doesn't feel good, but I think it's right. There's no code to be enforced. Windows is icky. Vanisho Pyromancer. What format are we playing? I thought we didn't play Standard on Magic Online, chat. What year is that? Great. Elder my tribes, baby. Elder my tribes. Who's the elder of my tribes? Tribe Elder, Tribe Elder. Do 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 do. That one won't work how you want it to now. Why? So we're gonna go ahead and bolt this one. And then my old painter boy here is going to hop in front of this Pyromancer real nice like. Real nice like. Wizard. You think they're a wizard, Harry? You think they're a hairy wizard? That's rude. Don't call him a hairy wizard. Suspended Riftbolt. So Riftbolt probably going to kill the Painter Servant, but I think I'm okay with that. Think I'm okay with that. I could also fetch Forest here and then bolt this, witness back my bolt. I kind of like that. You think I like that? Oh, I guess I could have put a Baloth into play. Maybe that's right. I could have put Baloth. I could have pacted for Baloth there. We're gonna use the replacement for Fathom Fleet Captain and Pirates until I get another wild card. You could play another Hostage Taker. You could play the 2/1 that draws a card and discards a card when it hits your opponent. You play another Dive Down. You can play another Opt. Play another Opt, actually. That's actually the perfect answer. Play another copy of Opt. Figure, work out what your options are. Are we dead? Feeling pretty dead. Probably should have put a Baloth into play. Should have put a Baloth into play. Should have put a Baloth into play. Although I guess they would have had a Swift Spear if I put Baloth into play. So like there's that. My Saturday is going super swell, Priest. Hope you're having a good one as well. Hot take, the best fast food breakfast by a mile is White Castle. I've never had their breakfast. I'm a big fan of White Castle, though. They actually have veggie burgers at White Castle. Little known fact. Is Steve on 2 good enough? I don't think so. I think I can do more. This hand is good. This hand is a turn 3. This hand is a turn 3, what's it called? Turn 3 Baloth. If it finds a Bolt or an Abrade or a Painter Servant onto you, that would be ideal, but this hand is decent. No turn 1 play. I assume we're gonna get like end step bolted here. How's it going? I'm doing well, the doctor. How are you doing? Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Do I jam Baloth into a potential skull crack here? I feel like I'm not supposed to, right? Feel like that's some nonsense. The new Impossible Burger has been called the best vegetarian burger in fast food. So now White Castle offers 2 veggie burgers. What's the Impossible Burger? Is that a White Castle thing? We actually don't have White Castles where I live in Central Illinois. We have infinite restaurants here and none of them are White Castle. Fun fact. The Bloomington normal area of Central Illinois has more restaurants per capita than anywhere else in the United States. We like to eat here, chat. Can I get a witness? Yes, I can, from my graveyard, right here. That's why housing prices are so low, there's no White Castle. I feel like they're holding up Skullcrack. Does anybody else feel like they're holding up Skullcrack? Or am I just being paranoid? Oh, if it's designed to taste exactly like beef, that's probably the reason I don't eat meat is I don't really care for the taste of beef. So I'm gonna get Woodland Bellower here, and then old Woody's gonna get a Woody's gonna grab the Eternal Witness, which is in turn gonna grab the Summoner's Pact back. Can I get a witness? Can I bellow for a witness, chat? Bellow! Big boy bellows. Big boy bellows, giving him the beatdown. Do I ever eat sushi? I've had some sushi. Sushi tends to range pretty wildly in quality, depending on how fresh it is. Is that true? White Castle isn't a franchise? That's wild. Am I about to die? Are they gonna like untap and kill me here? I feel like they're gonna untap and kill me. I'm down to 7 here. Sure. I would like to prevent losing the game. Yes. Please, please prevent losing the game. Alright, this can go poorly for me if they have a Searing Blood, but I think it's important that I pressure them. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack with the second witness, but attacking with the second witness here means that my opponent is dead to full attack next turn. I don't know, when Priest, I haven't played it enough to really have a good opinion on that, I don't think. I just try and kill them here, right? Pretty confident I'm just supposed to try and kill them here. If they have 2 bolts in their hand, I die, but pretty confident this is the right play. If they don't have 2 bolts, they're dead. Alright, we're on the scoreboard. Beat mono red. God bless Obstinate Baloth. Most all the reviews are pretty bad. You know what? Screw the reviews. Just, you know, you do you. You do you is the most important, right? Painter Servant enables our combo. It allows Woodland Bellower to create a Woodland Bellower chain with Phantasmal Image. Man, this hand is poop. That Hogland says hand is poop, keeps it anyways. Yeah, makes them green. And then the last Phantasmal Image gets Hellraiser Goblin. and gives them haste and lets them attack. That's fine, Nivik. I've actually been having more of that recently. It's really annoying. To be fair, what we're doing isn't incredibly straightforward. Do not blame you for being thrown off. If we get a couple of lands here, we could be okay. Really want like another fetch land or another breeding pool so we can like have Cryptic mana and Baloth mana. Sure. I wonder if they're gonna sack this in response to making an exile spell. So the way Tidehollow Scholar is templated is different from how Kitesail Freebooter is templated. So if my opponent would have sacrificed the Tidehollow Scholar in response here, they would have permanently exiled a card from my hand. I'm going to try and mention it at least once a league. I'm testing re-enabling YouTube comments on my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe. People always plug that and stuff, and metrics show that if people engage with your videos, YouTube promotes your videos more. So I'm interested in seeing if having comments enables on my videos on YouTube causes my YouTube channel to see more growth more consistently. My YouTube channel has definitely grown at a smaller rate than my Twitch has, but I also don't like put a lot of effort into making it grow. Am I supposed to be flattered, or is this creepy? This is their lock screen. I'm gonna go with flattered. I'm like a D-list celebrity, so I'm gonna go with flattered. When I originally started making content, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, when I started uploading, I started uploading them to YouTube. I was, believe it or not, and this is gonna come as a shock to some of you because I'm still moderately abrasive. I was more abrasive when I started making content than I am now, which caused there to be more negative reactions to my YouTube videos. And I got sick of dealing with that because life was too short. And I wasn't doing content as a job then, but now that this is my job, I want to try and do my best to make it grow in every direction. So I'm going to re-enable them on a temporary basis to see if it improves channel growth there. So like, I've always been very blunt and honest. You're right about that, but there's the right way to be blunt and honest, and there's a wrong way to be blunt and honest. I definitely was blunt and honest in a manner in which was negative when I didn't need to be on a number of occasions. And that self-awareness is one of the ways that I've tried to grow as a person. There's the Big Lebowski quote, right? You're not wrong, but you're still an asshole. Like that definitely very directly applied to me in my life. And like, there were definitely like, I've always been aware of it to a degree, but like when this wasn't my job and it was just like this extra thing I was doing in my spare time, I kind of didn't care, right? Because it was just like, I'm just playing games and like, I'm showing you my games because I want to play games anyways. Thanks, Dizzy Drone. The sack outlets are scary. Hopefully they don't find, so they're playing like an Aristocrat style deck, it looks like. So they're probably waiting to find a copy of something like a Blood Artist that allows them to drain me when they sacrifice a creature. I decided not to go to the Grand Prix Nexus. think I'm just like cryptic tap drawing here, just like trying to buy some turns. The problem with all these blockers is that even if I assemble my combo, it doesn't actually kill them because my combo is just like attacking with 5/6/5s. I mean, like, here's the important thing though, Slangwife, and this is the important thing to recognize. Like, I haven't given up my values, if you want to call them that, or my ability to be honest with people by being nicer to folks in the way I interact with them, or like being less aggressive in the way that I interact with people. Like, I can still do what I was doing previously, but be less obnoxious while doing it. Correct. That's why Tom Ross is playing in the open. He does not work for Wizards of the Coast anymore. That's true. If we find a Painter Servant, we can Pact for Staticaster. It's a really good point. We're just like really far off of comboing those, Scholar. And I'd prefer just to like, I'd prefer to preserve my health total here because my opponent is going to find a Blood Artist and drain us out. Sure. All right. It's an Eternal Witness. I think I just start beating them down here. Like, they're at 16. I'm at 17. Like, I've got another Fog with this Cryptic Command. I think I'm going to Phantasmal Image this Obstinate Baloth and just, like, give them the business. Oh, that makes sense, Scholar. And like the following turn, tap their team and give it to him. Nice, Rulk. That's just good clean living right there. Well, Staticaster doesn't kill all the spirits, but it would kill one spirit per turn. So like that's still like a win. It eventually wears down their board. So you're correct that it wouldn't get all of them, but over time it does. Wouldn't get all of them in one sweep. I feel like when people talk about how they love how Modern is like diverse and interactive, they're playing games of Magic like this, right? Like my opponent and I are both playing like neat brews that other people don't really play, and inherently speaking, they're not super powerful, and like they're generating a neat game of back and forth here. But these decks, neither of these decks are really what I would consider the norm in Modern, if that makes sense. Well, the Cartel Aristocrat lets them sacrifice creatures too, so that also blanks Staticaster from sweeping the board. So they get to crack me for 6 here. But like I'm swinging back for 8 and they're at 16. I guess they're flashing back Lingering Souls, but again I have Cryptic Command to fog their attack next turn. So this could go either way still. It's going to depend on what our top decks are for sure. Net decking Ruined Magic. Yep. Exactly. Oh god, is their last card Return the Ranks? Oh, we're dead, aren't we? Is there a Blood Artist in here? I think there's a Blood Artist in here. Yeah, there's totally a Blood Artist in there. Dead. GG. Well, thinking what, Bull? This matchup seems really rancid. It's like, I can't cut Cryptic. Honestly, I'm going to trim the Hellraiser Goblin because I'm very rarely going to kill them with haste, I think. I don't want to cut Summoner's Pact because it lets us find Staticaster. Do I want to cut a ramp spell? Maybe I want to cut a ramp spell. I only have 22 lands. That's probably not good. Need 4 cuts here. I feel like it's a ramp spell or an Aether Vial. Chat will finally be able to say Pact for Staticasters and not be wrong. I think this link still works. Does it redirect? It's supposed to redirect. Yep, perfect. The opponent killed us with return the ranks. So like their big go over the top card gets negated. Staticaster in the opener. Snap it off. Nox had the sponsored tag in his stream title. We'll probably see a bunch more sponsored streams this next week because Wizards of the Coast put Magic Arena back up on their bounty board again. So there'll be a bunch of people that can get paid to play it, including yours truly. If you enjoy my content, make sure you tune in on Tuesday. We're going to do a sponsored hour where I get paid based on viewer count because the Twitch bounty board is the best. Wants to be the very best. But do you what time Tuesday? Whenever my viewer count is highest, so I can control when we do it. And I need to have at least 700 people, or at most 1,500 people is the pinnacle for the payout. So I'll probably do it when we're close to the pinnacle. Usually we hit 1,500 or so. No, it's just a straight up arena sponsorship. So I just get paid to stream arena like we do anyways. Okay, it's kind of like showing up to work and getting paid double. That's sweet. But it'll probably mean you'll see a bunch of people who stream other games on Twitch that are popular streaming arena with the sponsored hashtag for an hour here and there. Which is good. Sponsored streams are great. They bring lots more people into the game. Twitch is some of the best advertising video games can get, honestly. Really glad to see Wizards smarten up and use their advertising budget that way. Don't kill my Staticaster. Don't kill my Staticaster. Deal. I bought Wendy's last night because of the stream. The fries are good, to be fair. As a connoisseur of French fries, Wendy's fries are pretty good. I like to run off a couple of lands here. What if they're going to take the Negate or the Painter Servant here? Took the Summoner's Pact, okay? Would love to just draw lands for the next 3 turns. That's kind of like drawing a land. It's like a roundabout land. Well, it's like really direct advertising, right? Because like you're seeing the product firsthand, and the people that are seeing your product firsthand are ones that are pretty likely to be interested in playing it, right? They're like people that play video games. It's not like putting a billboard up where, you know, a lot of the people that see it aren't going to be interested in it. They aren't my friend anymore. God bless. You understand what's up? Rude. Do I just let this resolve? I'm just gonna let this resolve so I can combo them. If we hit some mana here. We turned on their hibernation. Hibernation is blue. Thank you. Jeez, don't you kids know anything? I don't even know what hibernation does. Yeah, reaching audiences that will understand it's a big deal. I think Artifact's gonna have a really hard time with that. Reaching people that understand their game. So I actually cut the Hellraiser Goblin because I didn't think we were gonna be able to combo them because they have a bunch of tokens. So I actually can't kill them till next turn, which is a little awkward. But that's fine. So this is the combo. Normally there's a Hellraiser Goblin if I'm not an idiot and cut it. And the end of this gives them all haste. But instead, we'll just put a bunch of 6/5s into play. And I'll grab this Eternal Witness, which can grab this Summoner's Pact. Welcome to Thunderdome. I agree, Bruno. I think, personally, I'm interested in Artifact, but I would not be particularly surprised if there's not a big audience for Artifact content, just because it's not going to reach a lot of people. That's not Bantu's Last Reckoning. Man, Selesnya Lingering Souls this week. I will not be streaming Artifact today, so the people that get access to Artifact today are people who are in their closed beta. And I was not in their closed beta. I bought a key from PAX. I didn't have appropriate Valve boots to lick to be in their beta. Yeah, they're positioning Artifact to be like the grinder digital card game for like degenerates and gamblers. Is it redundant to say degenerates and gamblers? Are those the same thing? I mean, it's kind of a TCG. You can't trade cards directly with other people. You can exchange cards, but there's no trading in Artifact. Valve doesn't want other people to get a cut of their money. As a degenerate, I resent being called a gambler. Not all degenerates are gamblers, but all gamblers are degenerates. Does that make sense? So if I say degenerates, it includes all gamblers. Sorry, it's redundant to say degenerate and then say gambler, in my opinion. No, I think leaving the Hellraiser out's fine. I think we'll be okay. It's like all squares are rectangles, but rectangles aren't squares. Do you get it? Are people that gamble just for fun degenerate? Yeah, probably. It's only sometimes relevant, but you can name it with Cavern of Souls. Yep. I'm glad we've gotten to actually combo a few times. It's nice and sweet. This hand, like, isn't amazing, but it's fine. I guess this hand gets to go Painter Servant into Pact for Izzet Staticaster. We have 420 viewers, chat. Nobody leave. Look at that. Perfect. Just like we drew it up. Painter Servant would like to show you the world and paint with all the colors of the wind. Do 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 do. Close the gates. There's exactly one color. I mean, it has all of the colors in its toolbox. It just only paints with one of them at a time. Duh. Open the gates a little. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do you already have an idea for the Rorkthar deck? I don't. That's a problem for future Jeff to figure out, Oliver. It'll probably be some kind of ramp deck. Like, it has to be a ramp deck to play 6-mana spells in Modern, right? Sure, Oliver. Just, if you could, drop me a whisper and let me know if you're a tier 2 or tier 3 sub so I can check it later. Is main deck Negate a mistake in Modern? No, the mistake is playing a deck that wants to play counter spells. Can't block, it's pro-green. Pick my land back up. Huge, huge tracts of land. I always knew islands were green on the inside. I mean, green is the best color at drawing cards, right? I'm probably supposed to Phantasmal Image a Blood Artist here, right? Is that the line? I think the line is Phantasmal Image a Blood Artist. No, that doesn't work, right? Because they can just stack it so their triggers happen first. They just like do it on my turn so non-active player triggers resolve first. Am I supposed to just Firespouts clean the board here? Firespouts clean the board would deal 10 to me. It's probably not a good idea. It's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, kind of screwed no matter what I do here. Really want to draw a lightning bolt? I don't think I boarded bolt in though, did I? I did not. I like how it changes the color of things in my sideboard, just like Growl Bolt, Growl Abrade. Yeah, we're dead. All right, onward, upward, backward for you. Painted to one time, Abrade is the right color, Painter Servant screws it up. Why you have to be so buggy? The Bellower combo is with Painter Servant out. You get the 4 images copying Bellower, and then you get Hellraiser Goblin and attack for 30, 31. 31, he attacks. Hellraiser Goblin attacks too. Womp womp. Well, this is a keep on the draw of the Scribe. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I agree. Obscene Sanity. The last time we played this deck, it was okay because we ran into like a bunch of blue-white control and we like beat them up. We actually beat Burn in this league on the back of Obstinate Baloth, but in general, this combo is just a little bit too slow and has too many parts. Like, when one of your combo pieces dies to Lightning Bolt, it's generally not sturdy enough for Modern. Rutabaga, thank you for the 7-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. It's keeping me employed here. All right, they're hoping we don't draw a land. They don't have a second land. Some good clean Magic the Gathering right here. Perfect. Nothing screams Hoaglandia like hoping to draw a third land and drawing a 6-drop instead. It's just like, whelp. Please don't take Obstinate Baloth. 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 Honestly, Nivek, I wouldn't be surprised if their new format just doesn't involve those cards. I think there's a chance the new non-rotating format just starts at Ixalan. Just like starts with this current standard format that we have now. Well, I drew a 2-mana tapped land. We got that going for us. 2-mana tapped land, ahoy. Thankfully, the opponent also isn't doing anything. Riveting Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna grab a forest here so that way any land I draw lets me cast Baloth. 3-mana untapped land. Look at that. Look at that. We're going places, chat. We're doing things. Moving on up. To be fair, if we like get to 6 mana, whatever kind of silly fair deck they're playing is probably going to get buried by Obstinate Baloths and Woodland Bellowers. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if they went back as far as Origin, because that's a lot of sets for them to backcode on Arena in less than a year. Wouldn't be too surprised if they went back to, like, Return to Innistrad, whatever that set was called, but... Alright, which Faithless Looting deck are you? Looks like Mardu Pyromancer? Maybe? Yep. Ooh, that's a really pretty Plains. I mean, eventually, any non-rotating format gets enough cards in it that some of them need to be banned. It's just like the nature of the beast. Big boy bellows. Bellow, 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 the bellows. Bellow, bellow, bellows, the bellow. You killed my friend. You killed Bellow's friend. Do you feel like big? Are you a big person over there? Think you killed Bellower's little friend? You killed his little green friend. It was so innocent. She was just a witness. This is the only deck that could ever pack for Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, Twitch chat. I think we're actually gonna win now. Just like, unless they have like main deck Ensnaring Bridge, like their pile of fair magic cards, just like never beating Bellower after Bellower after Bellower into Witness, into Witness, into Witness. Can I get a Witness? Thank you. Can this Witness get a Witness? Thank you. Oliver, if you're still watching, sadly I just can't give tier 1 subs free points in the queue every month. Otherwise, everything would just be inflated out of control. Because there's like 2,000 tier 1 subs on the channel now. So that would just be like an extra, like, even if it was just 1 point, it's like 2,000 points into the queue every month. Yeah, I agree, Nivik. The problem is, a lot of Magic players are idiots and they don't think like that. They think that there's this stupid idea that like if a Magic card gets printed, it should be legal in every format that it gets printed into, instead of just like wanting quality gameplay over nonsense. They pay in 10K a month, kind of, because a lot of those are Twitch Prime subs, right? Streamers, even the most a streamer can get per sub is 70%. But yeah, I make an okay living here. There's a reason why I do this as a job. This is my job. How about the third Bellower that you knew about? All right, so Relic seems good. Baloth seems good. What am I cutting? It's probably some amount of the combo, right? Like the combo's probably nonsense in these fair matchups. Yeah, it does, Andrew. I agree. Probably leave Hellraiser in. I'm gonna cut a couple of Painter Servants. They have like Culligan's Command and stuff. Vial's probably a little bit of a liability too. I think I want Bolt in my deck because I want Bolt in my deck to like kill Pyromancers that can run away with the game and do a lot of blocking. Although I guess I have Staticaster too, so maybe I don't need all of these. Cut Cryptic. I guess they are a Blood Moon deck. Maybe Firespouts is better. What do you think of this? It's a weird mix. Ninja makes $1 million or more per month. Like, Ninja probably makes close to $1 million in just sub money, and then he has ad money and stuff like that on top of it. He's an actual real life celebrity off of Twitch. I mean, I don't know that I deserve anything. I'm grateful for what I have, but I think deserve sends a message of entitlement that I don't really have. I know I'm very fortunate to have ended up in the position I'm in. I work hard too, and I work, 60, 70, 80 hours a week to be here, but definitely happy where I am. When you grind them out with Eternal Witness so hard, they ley line to the void you. Yeah, I mean, like, everything's a mix of luck and skill, right? Like, I'm pretty decent at what I do, but, like, things had to break fortunate for me to be here. Like, Ninja's good at what he does, but things had to break well for him to get to the position he's in, too. I'm sure he's aware of that. Seems like a smart dude. Maybe I'm supposed to play the fetch land here to play around Blood Moon. What's your take on the recent trend of stream coaching? Seems like nonsense. I think a number of the factors that contribute to whether or not your Twitch stream is going to be successful are things that are outside of your control. Like, there's definitely a list of things you could do to be better at what you do, but like, there's ultimately being like successful at it is just like a lot of variance. I mean, like, it's no different than like the public colleges in the United States, right? Like, you look at the things people are willing to give you degrees for. Like, education places like will give you a piece of paper that says you're qualified to do whatever you want. Stream coaching is the old, in a gold rush, the people who get rich are selling shovels. That's a good way to look at it. That's actually a really good way to look at it. You think one can influence those things? No, I don't, honestly. So like, take me for example. Like, I'm by no means ninja, but I'm remotely successful. I do this as my job. This pays my bills. The big part of why I'm here is because I gained some small amount of notoriety on the SCG tour, right? So like, gaining that first initial audience is definitely the hardest part of Twitch. I've done a lot of research on this, believe it or not, as far as it comes to like growing brands and like Twitch streams and stuff like that. And the key part you have to aim to get into is, if you're not in the first like 2 rows of people streaming in whatever game category you're streaming, people basically aren't gonna find you without some kind of outside help, without someone hosting you or something. Like, it's a snowball, yeah. And once you get into those top 2 rows, or first row ideally, you can then be good at what you do and grow from there. But just being good at streaming or the game that you're doing or being engaging, that doesn't get you into those top 2 rows. It's not a given that you get to be in that spot by just being good. Man, that is an incredibly good draw. Fox, thank you for the 5-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. All right, so I need to board in Reclamation Sage for the next game, basically. Volmaver, I will have you know, I have lost in the finals of multiple opens. Thank you very much. I have made it past the quarterfinals more than once. If they hit a terminate here for Big Boy Bellows, we could be in trouble. That's my favorite. Opens are big F&Ms. Yeah, why don't you show up and do it? Would really like our second Firespout. Fortunately, doesn't look like that's happening. Tannen's got a lot more finals finishes than I do. He has a ton of them. All right, pump up the jam. Pump up the bump up the pump up the jam. If they don't have a Doomblade for this Woodland Bellower plus Kessig Wolf Run is gonna pick this game up and run it across the finish line. Did we miss damage last turn? That land makes Witness bigger. No, I played Woodland Bellower last turn. There's so much luck in streaming, but hard work should allow you to make the most of the chance. Kind of. I mean, like, why should they intervene with stream coaching? Like, people should be allowed to... People spend money on things that are silly all the time. It's really no different than that. I will probably say this, though. And this might sound... Maybe I just shouldn't say it because it's going to sound egotistical and silly. Might come across as rude. I'm gonna potentially put my foot in my mouth here then. I think if you aren't smart enough to look at what other successful streamers are doing and mimic what they've done to be successful, you're probably not smart enough to be successful doing this. And that's harsh. It's harsh, but I think it's probably true. Need another creature. Does this change the clock at all? It doesn't. I'm gonna pass. And I don't think that directly applies to everything, right? Like, there's a reason why schools exist, but like, this is like a really, there's a unique skill set that goes into on top of being a little bit fortunate. And well, I mean, like, and I guess there's the flip side of that is true as well, right? Like, if you're someone who's really charismatic and you have someone that works behind the scenes that you pay, like, there's a lot of things I do that aren't related to being actually on stream at all that help me be successful here. And if you have someone else to do those things for you, I guess you don't need to be able to do them, which is true, I think. I watch a lot of other streamers constantly. I turn on, especially, people like Nox, Savitz, Gabby, Caleb, Kenji, all the top Magic people, and occasionally I turn into non-Magic streams to see what people who are successful in other places are doing. Copy what successful people are doing. They're successful for a reason. Happy 5 months. Thank you, Shadow Falls. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So do I just get Bellowers, get another creature? I think it's get Bellowers, get another creature. So next turn I'm going to have to tap off 4 lands, which means I'm going to be able to Kessig for 3, which I think Bellower plus Witness lets me kill them here. I think next turn, I kind of have to assume they have nothing, right? Because if they have something, I'm dead. And like a lot of what people prefer when it comes to watching streams is subjective. And that's something like, just because like someone's successful doesn't mean everybody's going to like them or what they do, but you can definitely learn a lot from other people who are successful. All right, so I think I just bolt them here. Does bolting a spirit token play around anything? It plays around exactly Collective Brutality, and that's it, right? Because I'm at 4, so I'm still dead to Bolt. I'm still dead to Helix. I found you on YouTube in a video you were playing Boggles and put an enchantment on the opponent's Death Shadow because you thought it was a path. I'm glad to have you here, Full On Tilt. That was a good one. I think I just bolt them. I don't think I want to play around Brutality. If they have Brutality, I'm probably in trouble regardless. Oh, plays around Culligan's Command. Yeah, it's another. Maybe I am supposed to play around those. Yeah, maybe I am supposed to play around those. Oh my god, it played around Sorin Solemn Visitor. That's fine. We were dead anyways, right? Because I have to like trade and stuff here. I'd be forced to take this trade. All right, let's bring in Rex Sage for the 3rd game. If I'd had Rex Sage in my deck, we'd have been better off there because I'd have been able to. I'm gonna cut this stupid Hellraiser Goblin. I'd be able to kill their thing that took our graveyard away. I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna finish this league out, and then we've got at least one more with 5 color gifts after this. Seems fine. It's unfortunate that they're gonna be able to pick these good cards out of my hand with discard spells, but this is definitely a keep. All right, bathroom. The fry cheers are still enabled, aren't they? I did not turn those off last night. Also help makes the stream successful. That's true. That's true. Anner, Justin, and Nivik are definitely a big part of what gave me that final push to move into full-time. So really grateful for that. So if we hit 4 mana, I can theoretically Pact for Sage and Sage this. Unfortunately, I don't have lands. Just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And while this deck only has 22 lands in it, it has 7 ramp spells past those. So it has a lot of ways to hit mana sources consistently. Yeah, I agree, Britton. They definitely help push me up over the edge. Also, like Twitch Prime is a big part of why I was able to start streaming full time too. When I see people who are like trying to start streaming on platforms like Mixer or YouTube Gaming or Facebook, yes, there's people that stream on Facebook for some reason. Those people are really, if they're not streaming because they want to turn it into a job, I don't understand what they're doing. Because like, I didn't Staticaster because I was talking and not thinking. Should have Staticastered. Like, the amount of money you get from Twitch Prime from people who just have Amazon Prime anyways and want to give it to you. Yeah, banned from Twitch, I guess, would make sense. D20 Bandit, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. And Larry the Liquid, speaking of that Twitch Prime, thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I mean, Twitch has things that aren't games. Like, it's just free money. Like, I mean, I can look at my breakdown and like tell you how many Prime subs I have. Like my Prime subs. What did my Prime subs come out to? It's like for the last 30 days, I have like 1,100 of my 2,000 subs are of my 2,000 tier 1 subs are Prime subs. So like that's half of my base level subs are Twitch Prime. And I wouldn't root Samurai. Thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. And I doubt I'm alone in that. In that ratio of. No, it doesn't break any terms of service, Nivik. In order to have a Twitch Prime, you have to pay for the Prime account. So like, you're not giving me something that you didn't pay for. Just 4 lands in hand, can't cast any of our 3 or 4 mana spells. Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Magic streamers have a lower ratio of Twitch Prime subs to normal subs than most other games. And again, I don't have data on that. All I can know is look at mine. I know consistently, since I've been streaming a lot, that half to 60% of my subs are Twitch Prime subs. Half to 60% of my tier 1 subs. I didn't get Rec Sage because Summoner's Pact requires me to pay green next turn or I lose the game. So Sakura-Tribe Elder lets me pay green next turn. Amazon considers Netflix a competitor. This is one of their ways of funding original content. That's a good way to look at it, Andrew. Oh, did Artifact go live? I thought it was 6 o'clock today. I definitely think one of the reasons why I've been successful is that, DMZ. I'm very good at responding to chat. 4 p.m. PST. That's what I thought. So I thought it was 2 hours from now. 6 p.m. cornfield time. Crypt isn't actually streaming the game. Oh, okay. He's like doing prep stuff. Okay. That's good. I'm planning to do one more league after this because I actually want to watch some Artifact streams tonight. I haven't actually played the game yet. I'm not in their closed beta. I won't be able to play it until Monday. So if you like me and my content, you're interested in Artifact as well. I will be streaming Artifact Monday and Tuesday night this week. I'm going to be doing a double. I'll be doing my normal Magic stream Monday and Tuesday morning. I'm going to be doing Artifact in the evening. Thank you, Mingletonin. No, Singleton John got cut by 2 people. So Singleton John's going to get pushed back in the queue. I just don't want to do more than 4 decks today. I want to hang out with the wife and the kids for a little while. Captain GNU, thanks for sharing your Twitch Prime this way this month. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome. Thanks for supporting my content here. I think there's a lot of people that aren't the target audience for Artifact, but as someone who doesn't have a huge interest in competitive Magic for various reasons, a digital game with a competitive outlet is something I'm potentially interested in, which maybe Arena could be that too. I'm really hoping that this December 6th announcement for Arena, this December 6th announcement on organized play involves Arena coming into organized play. I would love to play competitive Magic stuff on Arena. We're very dead here. Just gonna get buried. So that game, our mana was a little bit too awkward. The second game, I think if I would have put Reclamation Sage in my deck for the second game, I would have been able to win. But I honestly wasn't expecting a Leyline. I didn't occur to me that we had buried them so deeply with Eternal Witness they were going to board in Graveyard 8 against us, which I guess makes sense in hindsight. I think if Wizards likes money and wants their game to move forward in a competitive sense, then yes, they will move to doing stuff on Arena.